Hello and welcome to Zeropoint Energy, with a 0 point what we talk about and just as much energy. I'm John.
And this is Jorge.
And tonight we are watching a Christmas movie, which we know how I feel about Christmas movies. I've been vocal about it in the past. It's a dumb fucking holiday with stupid movies. But tonight we watched Scrooged, which is personally one of my favorite versions of the Dickens Christmas Carol.
One of my favorites, but I mean, you also got to put others up there, like, what was it called? The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas Carol was also really good. Honestly, the only one that I didn't particularly care for, especially for modern ones, was the Jim Carrey CG one that came out, a couple years ago, 10 years ago? It came out in the 2000s.
Look, it came out, people watched it, it wasn't that good.
It was not.
I love Jim Carrey, but I mean, everybody has a couple stinkers.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. But this one is a great 1988 Bill Murray movie. It also has his younger brother, Joel Murray, playing his younger brother, and his older brother, Brian Doyle Murray. I forgot who the hell he's playing.
His father.
His father, sorry.
In a flashback.
Yeah. Fun times.
We also got the talents of Karen Allen, John Forsythe, Bobcat Goldthwait, Carol Kane, Robert Mitchum, and Michael J. Poehler.
Oh, and Alfred Woodard.
Woodard, yeah. Now, to be honest, personally, I'm older, I'm jaded, I don't watch Christmas movies as much as before, but there are certain things that are universal. I mean, come on, goodwill towards men, trying to be better than you were, you know what I mean? And at least for this one night, you're trying to put your best foot forward, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not so much of that, because, I do have that general opinion that people are the problem, and goodwill towards them encourages people to make more.
More good, more problems.
More people.
That explains why
we treat people nicely, they want to make more people because they assume they'll be treated nicely.
That explains why we were seeing the Kama Sutra in the movie.
It does make sense.
Seriously, though, what the heck is her name? Karen Allen?
Karen Allen, yes. She plays...
Claire.
Yes, Claire in this movie. And she is... I just spaced on the character's name. From Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let's take a look. Filmography, career, Raiders... Marion
from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes.
Okay.
Also a great movie.
Now, no issue with Karen Allen at all. Just gonna say this. She was hot in Raiders. Here she played cute. It's okay. Personally speaking, in my experience, it's hard to play both hot and cute. But she pulled it off. Again, these movies are about 7 years apart, 8 years.
True.
But still.
It happens.
Okay.
She was also in Animal House. Everybody forgets she was in Animal House.
No comment. I mean, the movie follows a very, very strange, interesting take on Scrooge, where basically, what's his name? Fudge. Bill Murray. I was about to say Eddie Murphy. Okay. Where Bill Murray gets screwed because he's a Scrooge and he needs to be taught a lesson, just like Scrooge. Only his name isn't Ebenezer in this one. His name is... What is his name?
Frank Xavier Cross.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's a saint. Francis Xavier.
Francis Xavier Cross. Yeah, that's his name.
No, a saint. That's the name of a saint. That's why.
Yep.
Francis Xavier. Just okay. Yeah, I went to an Ignatian high school. Meh. Anyways, point is, he's like, okay, you thought Ebenezer was bad. This guy's a dick.
Well, I mean, if you took the dickishness of Ebenezer Scrooge and brought it into 1980s corporate America.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
It perfectly fit.
I mean, this man is so cheap, he won't even buy a gift for his family. He literally gives them merchandise from his company, IBC.
Well, because it's a tax write-off.
That ain't right. That just ain't right.
What are the rules when you're rich and white? Pay as little taxes as possible.
Buy a plane. Just buy a plane. Don't be this.
No, that's reserved for televangelists.
At the end of the movie, he basically was a televangelist.
Kind of. He did get everybody to start singing hymns together.
That wasn't the hymn. What the hell was that song? Put a little love in your heart. There we go.
Yes.
I mean, okay, you know what? Out of order. End of the movie. Literally, he sees himself going into a crematorium. The only people at his funeral or presentation, whatever you want to call it, are his brother and his brother's wife.
Yep.
The only people left who actually loved him.
Oh, and the writer of the movie as the priest.
That fits so fucking well. Wow. No, like legit, the writer, the quote-unquote god of this world who created it, is the priest.
Yes, Michael O'Donoghue plays the priest.
Nice. Props off to you, Mr. O'Donoghue. Damn. Anyways, like specifically, he sees, no, I'm gonna die. He dies. He comes back right in the midst of his live special, where you got a bunch of cameos. Mary Lou Retton,
Buddy Hackett,
Jimmy Farr,
Jamie Farr,
Jamie, Jamie Farr, and what's the dude's name? Fudge. The guy who was reading the book.
I totally spaced on that.
Hold on, let's see if we have it here. Okay, this is the cast. Cameos.
Yeah, I think you scrolled past it too fast. I think. Oh wait, Jamie Farr. Hold on. John Houseman.
Never heard of the guy. Probably famous in the 70s and 80s. Again, I wasn't born then, but...
Hey, I mean, you've got the wiki up. You might as well click on his name and see what he's done.
True. Fine. Okay, hold on.
Then you know why he's famous.
Where is he?
Down more. Towards the bottom of the screen. See? Where it says John Houseman? Did your eyes suck? Right before narrator.
Fine. Okay. John Houseman. Born Jock Houseman, September 22nd, 1902, until October 31st, 19... Holy shit, he died in 1988 when this movie came out.
Yep.
Damn. Was a Romanian-born British-American actor and producer of theater, film, and television. He became known for his highly publicized collaboration with director Orson Welles from their days in the Federal Theater Project, through to the production of Citizen Kane and his collaboration as producer of The Blue Dahlia, with writer Raymond Chandler on the screenplay. That's enough of that. Okay. Point is, dude is really, well, he's got a lot of, like, what do you call it? Older, classic credits to his name.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's famous for. That's why they make the joke. You've got America's favorite old fogey reading in front of a fireplace. Awesome. Anyone could have thought of that.
Let's see what else we got here. Mary Lou Retton, I'm assuming, was some kind of gymnast at the time. Yep, American retired gymnast at the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles.
She's the one who's famous for breaking her ankle and then finishing her set.
That was her?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. I only know about that because of a couple of friends of mine, but damn.
And Jamie Farr, everybody knows it's Klinger from MASH. Everyone's favorite crossdresser. I still love that song. The greatest theme song ever, Suicide is Painless.
Written by a little kid.
Yep. A very depressed 10-year-old wrote that song.
We don't know if he was depressed.
He wrote a song named Suicide is Painless.
Maybe he was writing poetry. I mean, shit. In all seriousness, though, like, this movie is funny and out there. It's got slapstick. It's got visual gags. It's awesome.
Yeah. Especially Carol Kane playing the Ghost of Christmas Present, or the fairy, the fairy plum princess.
That was hilarious. I love this lady. I didn't even know. Okay, in her credits, she was the wife of Billy Crystal, what's it called? Magic Max in Princess Bride.
Yes.
Another awesome movie. Go out and watch it.
She's been in a lot of really good movies.
You know what? We're here. Credits. Might as well. Okay.
Yep. Dog Day Afternoon, Annie Hall, Princess Bride. Oh, she Latka's wife in Taxi. That's it, Taxi. TV show Taxi.
In case you don't remember, 70s, Danny DeVito was in there, as was, what the heck is the guy from The Pagemaster? Or from...
Christopher Lloyd?
Thank you, Christopher Lloyd.
Yes. It's one of the many things that just accelerated Andy Kaufman to be even more famous than he already was at the time.
Andy Kaufman. God damn, that's a name I haven't heard in years.
She's also Michael Caine's daughter.
No.
Yes.
Holy shit, where's her accent?
I mean, she is part American.
Yeah, but the important part is British. I'm kidding. No, but seriously though, what do you call it? She has an amazing voice, both singing And I'm pretty sure it's affected in somewhat, but a high-pitched voice in her roles, and it's hilarious.
I mean, her voice is one of the things that helped make her famous.
All right, I don't know where to go from here. Hold on.
We never know where to go. Words are hard. We're not smart men.
Lies.
Wah.
Oh, we also have David Johansen as the Ghost of Christmas Past. I recognize his face, but I don't know the man.
Oh, yeah, he is in so many movies. He is an awesome actor.
You know who I'd like to see him play?
Huh.
I'd like to see him be in a Mick Jagger biopic. He has the look.
He could. I mean, he is a singer.
All right, he was born January 9th, 1950. He's about as old. Oh, he actually is a singer. Glam punk, hard rock, jump blues, pop, swing, blues. Cool.
Yeah, the Harry Smiths, New York Dolls. Good bands. Proto-punk.
I remember the Harry Smiths.
Yep. Oh, I mean, he did a lot of movies and TV shows under the name Brewster Poindexter or Buster Poindexter, something like that.
Take your word for it.
No, that's literally on his entry. Like, he did a lot of things under a pseudonym. Making noise because I'm good at making noise.
Alright, back to the movie.
Back to the movie.
Now, specifically, we have a lot of different little things happening. We have Alfred Woodard as his assistant, who is underpaid and overstressed because Bill Murray's insane in this. He is very, very forceful, very, very selfish, and
Bill Murray is very Bill Murray in this movie.
You would speak ill of the... I know he's not that, I'm kidding. No, but I don't know if he's actually that big an ass.
No, I'd say this is good preparation for a movie he did about 30 years after this at Zombieland.
Because he played himself?
Well, because he plays an ass who's literally just hamming everything up and living his best life regardless of what others people think.
Which is usually good advice, just not to this point of being the selfish.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, there are parts of this movie he did ham it up, specifically at the beginning, where he was making... what's it called? He was visited by
his
old
trailer
boss.
for the Scrooged play versus the studio's trailer, where his is all grim dark and shit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, people were what's it called? The old promo was specifically about, this is how many people we have for this installment of Scrooge, in the live action production on Christmas Eve. Who does that? People have their own lives. It's Christmas. Go home. But then he basically puts out something that makes it look like this isn't Scrooge. This is Terminator 2. This is, like, what's it called?
Well, his trailer was meant to be you should be afraid to not watch it. So the whole trailer is pointing out all the things that could happen when you're not sitting at home in front of your TV. So it's basically, the best place to be is park your ass on your couch, watch the TV, watch Scrooge.
They were talking about nuclear war, what's it called? A plane crash.
Crazed gunmen on the highways.
Yeah, that too. What else did they mention?
I forget what else.
The second coming, something like that.
Yeah.
Point is, basically, statistically, you shouldn't leave your house. You know what you should do while you're there? Watch us.
Yeah. Turn in the Scrooge. Live. 11 o'clock at night. Christmas Eve.
Literally an hour presentation of Scrooge. Have you read the book, Christmas Carol?
Yeah, it takes just a week or two.
Yeah, it's a long-ass book. Like, yes, that's a classic now, but the man was paid by the word.
Oh, admittedly, when I read books, it's I don't really sit and read anymore. Like most books I read, they become my pooping books. So it's something so I'm not staring at my phone when I'm pooping. I read a novel. So it takes me a while to read a book.
For me, it depends. I mean, I like audiobooks because I can be doing something else meanwhile, but if it's something I'm actually interested in, like, to not just listen to, but, like, to read through, I will do both. I will listen to it and read through it.
Weirdly, audiobooks I have a hard time with. Like, I don't retain the knowledge as much, or I don't retain the plot of the story as much as reading it. But it's good because I don't memorize what I hear. I memorize what I see.
Mister, I fall asleep listening to stuff and can recall it when I wake up. Really?
I can't recall all of it. I can recall most of it. I like being able to recall all of a book that I've read.
Okay, like, what do you call it? Study-wise, scientifically speaking, if you read and, listen to something at the same time, you can, I believe, recall like 30 to 40% of it. But if you then sit down and talk with somebody about it, you can recall about 90% of it.
Yeah.
Wait, so by doing this technically, you and I will be recalling all of the movies that we've done podcasts on. Technically.
Yeah.
Quickly, what was episode 2?
Episode 2 was Skyscraper. I think that episode has a little over 90 views at the moment. That was the one where we were talking about The Rock and how a lot of the things they show him doing are not impossible, just improbable.
Okay, you know what? He's got a better memory than I do. Also, give our other videos some love, people. Come on!
Yes, there are 47 of you subscribed to our page at the moment. We should never have a single video with less than 47 views.
In all seriousness, share us
Please,
around.
just watch our episodes. People. You don't even have to watch them. Just press play and let it go.
Look, you were subscribed for a reason. Watch the episodes. If you think we're good, share us around.
Listen to them, and if you don't like them, comment about what's wrong with it, and we'll fix it.
That too.
Like, we might even do a Q&A episode one time. Ask us anything. Hell, the stupider the better. Fill our comment section on every video with as many questions as possible.
Why is the sky blue?
Because ammonium exists in air.
What? No, that kind of... Okay, moving on. I'm not going there. Specifically. What do you call it? We have 3 ghosts. We have Frank's old boss. It's
John Forsythe, who is it's just the ghost. He's the
old Parley.
He's the Marley ghost.
There you go. Then we got what was his name? David Johansen.
Yeah, David Johansen. And he is Buster Poindexter, because he did a lot of movies in the 80s as Buster Poindexter.
As the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Yep, who is a taxi driver.
Which was interesting, to say the least. Like, he plays it up, he's got a stogie, he's smoking it up. He literally hotboxed Murphy. God damn it. Hotboxed. Murray, thank you. In the car. God damn it.
Then we have Carol Kane as the Ghost of Christmas Present, a.k.a. the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Who's got a nice right hook.
yeah. And best line of the movie, that bitch hit me with a toaster. And then we have Ghost of Christmas Future, which I forget who is the person in the suit for him.
Okay, third guy was basically death, and he had some kind of sad, scary monsters inside his abdomen.
Yes, I forget who actually is the man in the suit for that, but it wasn't bad.
I'm not finding shit. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, it's Robert Hammond is the Ghost of Christmas Future. He's uncredited, but he's depicted as a Grim Reaper with a television for a face.
I actually like that. It was able. What's it called? It depicts the entire idea of modernity and this guy actually being in a, like in his own nightmare, which involves his job and like it consuming him, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, if you noticed, when they went through the different stages in the elevator, you could actually see a reflection of Bill Murray's face being disfigured as they went on.
Yeah, because that is an actually pretty cool point for it. There's another cameo. It's literally a blink and you miss it cameo, and it is Paul Schaefer is one of the street musicians.
Okay, I gotta ask, who the hell is Paul Schaefer?
You ever watch Letterman? The bald guy who's his band orchestra leader?
That dude! Yeah, okay, yeah. Hot damn. I mean...
I obviously have watched a lot more television than Jorge has.
Apparently. Goddamn. I mean...
he's also a really good musician in general.
No, I agree. He is. What's it called? Dude has a very good wit and is very good with his...
He was great in Blues Brothers 2000.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he plays he's in one of the rival bands when they go to Madame Moussette's.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. We gotta do that one too.
Yes, we need to do both of the Blues Brothers movies. They're good movies.
Let's see what else we got here. We have... Okay. I keep forgetting my point. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's not supposed to be a point.
Ah, goddamn. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about the budget. $32 million to make it, and $100 million. Okay, so a modest return.
Yeah, it definitely was a box office hit.
I mean, it's kind of a weird movie. I wouldn't expect this one to be a hit necessarily. I mean, because I'm not saying Bill Murray isn't a good draw, but just because it's a holiday movie, you don't expect holiday movies to actually make it. You know, kind of like Disney movies. Like freaking.
Did you say you don't expect holiday movies to be box office hits?
Yeah.
Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2.
They don't count. They're action movies first.
Santa All the Way. Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with it.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That doesn't count. Chevy Chase made a deal with the devil.
I mean, but those are all box office smashes from around the same time period that all came out at roughly the same time, too.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to do the exact same challenge you do to me with Christmas movies. Name one in the last 10 years.
A good Christmas movie in the last 10 years that became a box office hit?
Yes.
There isn't. That's the problem.
There you go.
But they also haven't been making specifically Christmas movies. Although Black Christmas did do decently well.
It's a horror movie, though. Is
it not a Christmas movie? Krampus?
Only in the strictest literal sense.
Krampus is a Christmas movie. It's 100% a Christmas movie.
It's an Eastern European Christmas movie. I'm not sure it counts.
Dude.
I'm kidding.
I know
that's where we get like modern Santa and all that jazz. I know.
Trying to think of other Christmas movies. Some people would say Frozen, but Frozen is not a Christmas movie. It's set in the fucking summer.
Yep.
I
mean, if that's a Christmas movie, then they should make what's it called? Its own Christmas movie. What was it? The something Meister, Ice Meister.
Oh, the Cold Meister and Heat Meister.
There you go.
That's The Year Without a Santa Claus.
There you go.
Those are good movies.
Like that one was good. Like the music was really good in that one.
Yeah, Rankin Bass movies are all surprisingly good. Yep. I mean, there are some. If we don't limit it to box office as in on the big screen movies, there's an entire channel that makes billions of dollars a year off of Christmas movies.
We don't mention the.
Okay, how about Lifetime?
Yep,
if we don't mention the H one, then we'll go with the L one. Lifetime. They also make billions of dollars a year making Christmas movies, starting in October and not stopping until March.
Fine.
And then the rest of the year, it's romances or domestic abuse revenge films.
The L one is Lifetime real drama story.
Yep, there are some real drama ones, but they do have some fun ones. By the way, in the background there, that is Linda, my girlfriend's mother. Not sure how well the microphones picked that up, but she's a big fan of Lifetime and Hallmark movies.
I'm not.
I am not a fan, but I have seen far too many of them in my lifetime. Yeah. Yes, some people really enjoy Christmas movies, and I've never figured that out.
I actually have a friend who I used to work with who really enjoyed Christmas music and listened to Christmas music throughout the year. And I don't just mean like secular, like beginning to look a lot like. I'm talking about religious Christmas music.
That seems like a special level of autism to me.
Bruh, no. She's a beautiful singer, and she has her own choir. Whatever. I mean, she's a devoted Catholic, and she's an awesome person. If you're out there, I miss you.
Woohoo! Okay, not all Christmas music is horrible, but most. I'm weird like that. I've never been a big fan of Christmas music. I think it's because they used to make us carol in school. I went to public schools. They made us go fucking caroling every year.
Okay, I was a part of a choir. We had to do that every year, but we got paid for it.
Yeah, we did not. This was mandatory. Each classroom had to learn 3 songs. Everyone had to do different songs. And then we had to go throughout the school one day and carol for the other classes.
Okay, 4 is easy. I had to learn like 20 songs.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is to teach 40 children to sing a single song, let alone 3 to 4 of them?
Believe it or not, yes, I do. Also,
And then you herd them like cats down a hallway to perform in front of other classrooms.
Yes, I have. And again, if you're in Japan, it's actually relatively easy.
It's Japan. They start teaching those kids proper discipline at kindergarten. With the whole sweeping and mopping and work together as a classroom. I'm talking about Americans who we don't have teamwork until we get to kill some shit.
No comment on the kill some shit, but I will say that in terms of Japan, I worked with the kindergartners. They were fucking amazing. Literally, I was like, shit, these kids are outclassing me and I'm getting paid for this. Legit.
Yeah, your kindergarten students in Japan when you were there were better behaved than the rest of the high school students you were there with.
Exactly.
They're probably better educated too.
I can't say that. Again, kindergarten, I really don't know the curriculum, but yeah.
I mean, they're not American, so they're therefore most likely better educated.
Again,
Their schools actually receive funding. It's amazing what a few extra $100 would do.
Agreed. Now, keep in mind, it's also culture.
That's right. Being stupid in that culture, you might as well be dead. So you get
Unfortunately,
well
some
educated
people actually
early.
go that route.
I always go that route.
No. I'm saying, unfortunately, some people actually go that route.
They are very overworked people.
Again, we're going to be putting down the, the hotline for help with people who need help, mentally speaking, in order to try to not off themselves and or... well, how do we phrase this without saying the word?
It is an unfortunate byproduct of the holiday seasons where people don't always have good people around them to talk with, and those people really do need to take the time to find people. If they can't, we will have links in the description below of programs who will find you someone to talk to, and also people who you can talk to. So there is a lesser amount of unaliving this holiday season.
If you can, get some help. We care.
Yes.
Back to the movie. Back to comedy, because we
Back
got too
to the
serious
funny.
there. Now, specifically, this movie also had a very, very weird... Like, I don't know if these dancer people were actually, like, a thing in the 80s, but, like, scantily clad Christmas dancers...
What's the Rockettes? Well, they did the Gold City Dancers. I believe Gold City Dancers were a thing. Because there used to be a TV show called, like, I think it was the Gold City Dancers.
Take your word for it.
And it was literally just like, they just did weekly show where it's like Rockette style numbers. I mean, you have the power of the internet at your fingertips right now.
God, I'm lazy. You know this.
You keep saying you can't be lazy because you're Mexican.
Okay, can you let me get my comedy my way? Thank you.
Solid Gold Dancers, that's right.
Solid Gold Dancers, where are they now?
Yes.
Seen first in Solid Gold 79, in the group of 8 dancers became famous in the field, thanks. God damn it, now I'm blocked off. What is this? Back to me.
Your ad block hates you.
There we go. Seen first in Solid Gold 79, the group of 8 dancers became famous in the field thanks to the syndicated series called Solid Gold, which was created by and ran from 1980 to 88. The show allowed these dancers to gain fame nationwide and develop their own fan bases. With over 40 years since the group was first seen on television, people are pretty eager to know what their favorite among them are up to these days, and we are here to explore the same. You know what? I'm not going to keep reading that, but you know what I mean. We've got a couple of different dancers in this article where it explains what happened to them, you know, where they went, stuff like that. We don't really care about that. What we care about is who they were. Now we know. Now you know.
Yep.
Back to the movie. So, anyways, they were
The
dancing
easiest
around
way to describe them is they were sexy people who danced.
like the What Is Love video.
Yes.
In case you didn't get that, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
There's another one that came out a few years after that, which is just as fun because it's what in my butt. Say
No.
what in my butt.
I try to take the high road, and Sean.
And
brings
I
us
go
back down to
90s
hell.
club classics.
Okay.
Actually, I think that one might have been early 2000s.
Where were we? God damn it. Okay, right. Frank Cross. What?
I don't know, just making noises.
Am I the only one who's going to make points in this one?
Maybe. You make points, I make counterpoints.
Fine. Okay. Now, Frank Cross is a very selfish guy. He's an executive in his network called IBC. What it stands for, God knows. Maybe it's International Broadcasting Company. Maybe it's Irritable Bowel Syndrome with a C. We don't know.
Could be. Well, see, they kind of show that he had the shitty childhood. He's legitimately one of those people who worked hard, dragged himself up to the top, and once he was there, fuck everyone who's below him, because I'm on the top now.
Now, to be fair, as a kid, he got 5 pounds of veal, okay?
That's a deal right there. His dad just gave him 5 pounds of veal.
Exactly. And again, I wouldn't, probably in the same case with a young kid, I wouldn't care. But at the same time, it's veal. That is tender-ass beef.
Dude, like, as a kid, I would have loved if somebody gave me 5 pounds of veal. Granted, as a kid, I knew how to cook that shit, so.
Okay, I knew how to make, like, hamburger meat and tacos. I didn't know how to do veal.
Oh, man. Like, they started young in my family. Like, we had to know how to cook because my parents worked. So, both my grandmothers were teaching us how to cook. So, I learned how to do oven roasted chicken, oven roasted chicken, baked chicken, fried chicken, meatloaf, hamburgers, meatballs, Swedish meatballs, cabbage rolls, stuffed green peppers. Like, I can make most everything. That's also part of why I fucking hate a lot of those foods now. I had to do the prep work to cook all of that and make sure it was done for dinner time. Usually by myself.
Okay, I knew how to make beans, refried beans, what do you call it? Eggs, technically carne asada, not exactly. That we won't talk about that. What do you call it? Canned. What do you call it?
Also, my family is southern, so I also know how to make collard greens and chitlins. Yeah.
God rest ye souls, those who eat chitlins, because no. And I'm a Mexican. I eat menudo.
Which is by far worse.
Not really. It tastes a lot better.
Yeah.
It does. Legit.
At least,
and I don't...
At least chitlins are pork. I mean, menudo is tripe. It's fish.
No, that's beef.
It's both?
No, it's beef. Tripe is beef.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. It smells fishy.
I can't argue that. No, like, you're right. I mean, I won't take it from you, but, I mean, what do you call it? Like, tongue tacos. I know how to make those. Those are delicious.
Those are good.
And cheek tacos, also good.
You know, the cheek meat takes a little bit longer to cook. It's good, but there's a fine line between it's done and it's too tough to eat.
Okay, I can't argue that. You're right.
When I say fine line, I mean like within seconds of cooking time, like an extra 30 seconds, and you've just turned it into shoe leather.
I won't say shoe leather, but it does get tough.
Well, I guess it depends on how you're cooking it. Like if you're braising it or pan searing it, yeah, that's a few seconds too long on the heat, and you might as well just throw the whole pan out.
No, the way my family did it, it was more. It's not exactly a stew, but use a pressure cooker.
Yeah. I think that's the preferred proper way to cook it. More of a slow steam or boil. Pressure cooker, slow cooker, crock pot style.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, because that way it gets actually pretty tender.
It's low and slow cooking all day. But I mean, like, to quickly fry it up to, you do some cheek meat tacos and stuff like that. You can braise it or just pan sear it. But again, it's fine line between this is delicious and what is this abomination you've put in my mouth.
Look, what do you call it? We both had experiences with different food, and we both know it sounds weird, but it's delicious.
And as Jorge has often pointed out, I'm way too Latino to not be a Latino, because I've eaten so many of those dishes. Have cooked so many of those dishes. Like, I come from a Polish family. I should not be cooking Mexican food.
And yet you do.
And I do it well.
For the most part, there are a couple of times where you turn Mexican into Tex-Mex, and I'm like, no, what is wrong with you?
Okay, the Tex-Mex is easier. I will admit, I am one of those people. I don't use a lot of raw, fresh ingredients. So when you're using canned stuff, it almost defaults to Tex-Mex. But at least we've been watching a lot of TikTok recently. I don't create those abomination meals like Rachel Ray. I don't
Holy
bastardize your culture. At least not in terms of making your food.
She profanes the Mexican kitchen.
She does. She profanes kitchens in period. The entire Food Network does. There's nobody on that. Nobody on Food Network uses fresh ingredients. Ever. It's all canned. It's like, yeah, we're the best chefs in the world. The fuck you are. You use canned goods. Anyone can use canned goods. Dice it up, chop it up. You can't have a show on your channel called The Worst Cooks in America, where the best cooks in America are teaching you the right way to cook and handle knives and stuff, where you make these bad people dice vegetables and they'll pan sear stuff, and when, as a professional chef, you can't do it either.
They say those who can't do teach. These people shouldn't even teach.
Those who can, teach. Those who can't, teach Jim.
What the hell is the culinary equivalent to Jim?
Polish food.
I was thinking more along the lines of British or Irish.
You know, I'll go, yeah, British, Irish, Scottish. Basically, boil it until it's gray, and then boil it a little bit longer.
One thing, though. Scotch eggs. Fucking perfection.
They are the weirdest good food in the world. Like, they have no right to actually taste good.
Buddy, it's literally freaking processed beef over egg and spice.
A sausage.
It's sausage?
Yeah, it's a soft boiled egg, and then you wrap that in breakfast sausage meat, and then you bread that and deep fry it. That's a Scotch egg. And that's the thing. That's why you soft boil, because the frying, that little bit of extra heat will finish off the egg for you. Or you parboil so that when you fry it, it turns it into a soft boil. So you got that runny yolk inside. Because a proper Scotch egg, you should be able to cut open and your yolk spills out.
Now I want the goddamn Scotch egg. Fuck.
Haggis is surprisingly good as long as you don't think about what it's made of.
It's like a stomach boiling other organs inside of it, right?
It's a sheep stomach stuffed with lung, heart, and kidney. Basically, you take all the innards and you stuff them inside of a stomach, and then you boil it.
Okay, lungs I haven't had. Heart I have had. It's a little tough. Kidney I've never had, nor do I think I want to.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Back to the movie.
Back to the movie.
Alright, specifically, Scrooged shows Frank going through the three ghosts, but in that entire time he's in denial, going crazy, and then little by little showing his boss and his replacement, yeah, I'm not cut out for this.
Yep. It's almost like it's the stages of grief too. Like he's dying, and it's him coming to terms with his own death.
Let's see, stages of grief.
Because you've got the denial, the anger, the acceptance. The acceptance, the testing, the depression, the bargaining, the anger, the denial, and the shock.
It's the other way around, but yes.
Yeah, he kind of runs through them in the opposite way. Well, yeah, I know you're supposed to go through the opposite way. But, yeah, like the first time he sees...
his old boss.
His boss. It's the shock and denial instantly. He runs through those two in that meeting. Anger comes with when he meets Christmas past, because it's, oh, you expect me to go to the past and see my childhood and my mom and dad and cry like a baby. Fuck you. And then the bargaining for can you stop showing me this while he's crying like a baby from seeing how nice his mom used to treat him by calling him her Frankie Angel.
And then, I'm assuming it's implied, literally his mom left that Christmas.
Yes. either left that Christmas or died shortly after. I don't remember when.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, his brother wasn't born yet. Like, she was pregnant with his brother.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So, probably a few years after the brother was born, or she died giving birth to the brother. They don't say. Depression is literally just his entire journey with Christmas Present, because it's literally pointing out, this is what your life is right now. This is what's happening to the people around you.
The people who you love, but treat like shit.
Yep. And testing and acceptance comes with Christmas Future. He's kind of testing, what are you showing me? What's the lesson here? Why are you doing this to me? And then finally, when he accepts it, that's when he kind of snaps and goes on live TV, and it's a Christmas miracle, and talks about the goodwill of people and how with Christmas time, which is a real phenomenon, that at Christmas time people are better. They treat each other slightly nicer. They smile a little bit more often. They in general are better people. Like, even the worst of us are a little bit better at Christmas time. But if you can accept that, yeah, not everything's always sunshine and rainbows all the time, but maybe you could be good all the time, or strive for that little moment of happiness and live your life year round, but every year at Christmas time, spread that joy, that happiness that you've had year round, infect it with other people.
Unless you're a New Yorker, because you guys just have pits of black holes in your hearts, don't you? God damn. No,
I mean, if you walk down their streets, they've got pits and black holes just in the ground, too.
True. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, though. I mean, it reminds me of the struggle of Mr. Data in Star Trek The Next Generation, because he knows he will never achieve becoming human. But in that struggle, there is still some element that he can learn to strive for something greater, because in that struggle, there is meaning.
And realistically, that's the lesson of Data that the audience is supposed to take out of it, but most people didn't. It's Data's lack of humanity and his quest to become more human is actually what makes him the most human of everyone.
Exactly.
It's the constant striving to better himself and never seeing that everyone around him is the problem.
God damn you. You know what?
No. Here, I have a point there with the Star Trek. Every time he tries to do something to better himself, someone else on the crew points out why that's wrong and stops him. Every single person around him is the reason he doesn't succeed at his mission. When does he finally succeed at becoming as close to human as possible? In the times that we don't see him, off camera, in between the movies, in between the seasons of Picard. Like, Data is at his absolute most human in Picard Season 3, when we haven't seen the character for 20 years. When the crew hasn't been interacting with him. That's when he learned what humanity is, because there were no people around to keep fucking it up.
I disagree. I mean, because he had his moments where he would try to reduce parts of humanity to a little thing, and the others would try to help him see it's more than that.
He made his daughter and the people around him killed her. And then the whole plot of Season 1 is, we took your data about the daughter you made, and we actually made one working, and we just didn't tell you about her.
I don't remember. No, wait. Season 1 of Picard, not TNG. Okay.
No, Season 1 of Picard. Yeah.
Okay.
But in TNG, he makes a daughter who is objectively capable of being closer and better to human than Data ever will.
Yes.
So they destroy her and take her from him. Other people around him ruined his humanity, his becoming a father, his passing on his intelligence and genetics to another line.
No, she had a cascade failure because she was advancing into being human, and then her positronic brain couldn't handle it.
But he was trying to fix her, but that the one Starfleet official came, and he was there specifically to take her away and destroy her.
Yes, mostly.
And why did he come to the ship? because someone else on the ship called Starfleet about Data's research. It was Pulaski, that bitch. Arguably the worst doctor on Star Trek.
Okay, to be fair, everybody complained about Crusher, and then Pulaski came and they're like, no, bring back Crusher. She's fucking worse.
Yes. Because at least Crusher didn't undermine Data at every turn. She just undermined everyone else.
Okay,
Pulaski's like, it was her mission to fuck with Data.
Yeah.
Like, every time he tries to ask her a question to understand something about humanity.
You can't understand.
You can't understand that. You're a robot. By the way, I'm reporting you to Starfleet because you're asking weird questions. You're getting kind of uppity there.
She's white. He's black.
She's not one of the good ones.
I really didn't want to say that joke, but okay, moving on.
I mean, he's yellow.
It makes it worse. He's better at academics.
He was really good at math.
And mathematics.
I mean, he was really good at math, though.
Okay, moving on. Just my point in saying that before this entire exchange was specifically that, like religion, he was trying to better himself. That's the whole point or basic point of most of the religions on Earth. Like, yes, what's it called? You've got all the dogma and all the rules and blah, 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 but basically, try to be a better person than you were yesterday. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. Accept it. Fuck it, you won't be perfect. But the endeavor is what matters.
I'll accept that. I have a Catholic church joke there, but I let it go. I let it go this time.
He's being a better human, yes.
You know what? It's Christmas time. I'm being good for a change.
Okay, I think we're going to close this one out with a prayer just because my friend here, my brother, my annoying big brother, literally just said something nice. Holy shit, it's a fucking miracle.
Fun times.
I'm kidding, but still.
You know, this is another one of those movies where there's not a lot to talk about. It's a great movie. It's over 30 years old at this point. It's not quite the 40, but it's well over 30. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you have seen it, go watch it again.
Like, what do you call it? It's got little points of comedy we haven't mentioned, like the fight between Bill Murray and the second ghost. Karen Kane?
Carol Kane.
Carol Kane.
Yes, where she's literally just fighting him, like, stop fighting me. I'm going to make you a better person.
And yeah, she keeps hitting him. He keeps like blocking her.
And then she reaches under the table. Ooh, look. What is this? Is that a toaster? Look at the pretty toaster. It punches him in the face with the toaster. Like, that bitch punched me with a toaster.
That's literally the line.
Best line in the movie.
The taxi driver also had a couple of lines. David Johansen.
Yeah.
And even, what the hell's the name of the guy who plays Cratchit? Like, he's not named Cratchit, but...
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes, that dude. What do you call it? Awesome voice, awesome delivery, because he's got, what's it called? He's got a weird voice, let's just be honest, but his voice fucking lands.
What was this? Hold still, I'm trying to shoot you.
Yes, exactly. He plays some dude named Loudermilk, something like that.
And my wife, she left me, and she took my little girl with her. And I don't remember much after that, because I've been blind drunk since.
Also, throughout the movie, like a continuing
you see him in the background constantly, his whole process of just getting more and more disheveled after losing his job and constantly drinking and people robbing him while he's passed out in the gutter.
Also, a couple of times, his bottle breaks.
Yes, so he goes and gives blood because they're paying $20 a pint at a mobile blood bank. So he gets his $20, but that's when he passes out and people steal his watch.
And the money, probably.
Probably.
We have fun with talking with each other. We're good friends, and we like talking about movies. If you like what we do, give us a like, share, subscribe.
Send us money. This equipment isn't cheap.
Okay. Okay.
No, seriously. Legally, we can't ask you for money, but hey, we accept donations if you're oh so generous. Follow our social medias and contact us there if you would like to donate. Otherwise, happy holidays. Be good to one another.
Happy holidays. Keep the faith. Bye-bye.